Hello and welcome to Katrina's Creations, and I need to dye my hair. I look like a skunk. With that, let's get started. This is episode 372. First off, I have a finished object that is not yarn related, and that is I finished my diamond art mandala. I don't know how well it's going to show, but it's very sparkly. I'll see if I can get a better picture and insert it here. So, yeah, finished this. I need to get a frame for it. It's probably going to go upstairs in my craft cave, but yeah, it's pretty, and I liked it because it had beads that were in different shapes and different colors, and it had pearls, and I don't know how well you're going to see it. There, you can see some of it. So, yeah, so that is my finished object. Yarniness, I haven't done a whole lot this week. It's been busy here at home dealing and helping my parents right now, so I did not get as much done as I normally would. However, I finished the sleeves. So here is my sweater. This is the Nightshade. I just dropped some yarn, so I have reattached the sleeves, as you can see. And I'm now working on the raglan decreases, which would be this part of the sleeve. They narrow in to the shoulders, and that's how the shoulder area narrows. And yeah. So I'm happy that I got those all done. I was getting a little sick of going around and around and around with the sleeves. So that is an accomplishment. And then I knitted some more on my sock blank so that Sue and I can get together and dye. So I think dye yarn, that is. So I'm not sure where I was at last week, but I'm definitely further along, but I didn't stick a marker or anything, so I really don't know how far I got, but I got a ways with this. So that is what I have been working on, which isn't much, but that's what I've been working on. What have you been working on? Now I did get a commission this week to make an Afghan. I made an Afghan for a friend of mine from one of the churches we used to go to. I'm trying to think how many years ago. I believe it was before my daughter got married, so this would have been in 2002. So it's a 22-year-old Afghan, and I think I made it with either Walmart's Mainstays or might have been Red Heart. It was something that I purchased at Walmart. And we'd had a secret sister type of thing at the church where you drew somebody's name and gave them little gifts throughout the year. And the gift at the end of the year that I gave to her was this Afghan. Well, she contacted me earlier this week and said, I don't know if you remember the Afghan you made, but it has literally fallen apart. And she goes, I really love that Afghan, and I was wondering if you could make me another one. And I said, actually, I do remember that Afghan. I said, is it maroon? And she was like, yes, it is. And I said, okay. And I do remember what pattern I made it with. So I'm going to insert a picture. You can see the condition of the Afghan now because it's been very well loved. It's got some holes in it. So I just love that she enjoyed it and it's been used. And so I'm going to, when I get a chance to stop at the store, I'm going to go get some more of the yarn, and we'll go from there, and I'll get started on that Afghan for her. Now, if you missed Wednesday's video, I did some shopping from Mary Maxim, which I had never shopped at before. If you missed that video and you want to go check it out in a little more detail, you can click the link right here. But I'll give you a quick recap of what I bought. I have Bernat Baby Velvet, and it's kind of a blush color. The color, they are saying that it's just pink dusk. It's kind of a blush. It's very, very soft. So I got this yarn. Like I said, you want to hear more details about it, you can check that video out. And then I got Premier Yarn Bamboo, and this color is called blush, and this is the one where I would consider it more of a baby pink or powder pink. To me, this is more blush because it has some like beige undertones. But it's very pretty, it's very soft. And then the last one I got was Red Heart Soft. And the reason I bought these, this I'm making little pigs out of for the craft fair. And the others, this and this, I'm going to be using to make some little dolls. So yeah, and I have some other colors too, but I didn't have any like pinkish flesh colored. I have other flesh colored, but I didn't have pinky flesh colored. So anyway, I went and got that, and then I had placed an order with Temu a while back, and I needed some money. That's the yarn I dropped. Hang on. In order to get the free shipping, I needed to spend $10. So I did a little yarn shopping just to make up the difference, the hardship of it all. So I got this. I'm going to make some kind of a little stuffed something or other out of it. I just thought it was really cute. It's like pinkish colors and purples. And it is a thick, it doesn't say anything about the weight of it or anything, but this is definitely probably a 5 or 6 weight, and it is a velvet yarn. So I got that, and then I got 2 skeins of this, which is a brown velvet, and I'm going to make some of the hamsters. The hamsters I made in the past were not fuzzy. We're going to have fuzzy hamsters this time. So I bought 2 skeins of that. So I need to get started, but I couldn't make any stuffed animals because I was out of this. So this was my other purchase this week, stuffing, so I could get started on making stuffed animals. So I needed stuffing. So those are my acquisitions for this week, which is quite a bit. But yeah, that's what I've got. And let's see, what am I reading? I finished The Murder, She Wrote, Fit for Murder, and it was good. I did not figure out who the killer was until the very end because it was kind of a obscure character that you only, it just didn't jump out at you that was who it was. So anyway, finished that, and I'm currently reading, now it's an ebook, so I have to pull it up on my computer to read it. It is called Murder on the Argyle, and that's by Anne Canadio. I honestly haven't gotten far enough in it to find out what's happening at this point because I'm only on like chapter 2. So, but so far what I've read is fine, and I like the series anyway. It's the Black Sheep Knitters Co. It's also known as Black Sheep & Co. It changed, the series has Black Sheep in the title, but at some point during the series, the author changed publishers, so they changed the name of the series slightly. So one of them is like the Black Sheep Knitters, and then it turned into Black Sheep Knitting & Co. or something like that. So, but they're all by Ann Canadio, and they're part of a series. And I've read all the rest of them. They've always been really, really good. So, yeah, so I'm enjoying that one so far, but like I said, I'm only into the second chapter. So this Wednesday's video is going to be, oh, the Afghans. So I am going to be going through my house and showing you some of my Afghans. You can see one sitting right here on this yellow chair. That's a crocheted one. Some of them are knitted, some of them are crocheted, and I'm gonna be showing those off to you and telling you a little bit about them. And yeah, that will be Wednesday's video. Now it's time for... Now in our Come and Get It section, I don't have too many sales that I'm aware of that are going on right now, but here goes. Knit Picks is having 30% off of double pointed needles and fixed circulars. Not the interchangeable circulars, but fixed circulars. So that is Knit Picks, and of course we're getting ready to transition into April, so I don't know what their yarn of the month is yet. Lovecrafts has up to 35% off of Debbie Bliss, Milla Mia, and Taki yarns, and they have up to 40% off in their clearance section. So that is Lovecrafts. And then lastly is Lion Brand, and they are offering 30% off of all of their yarn and kits. Now the links to all of the sales are down below in the description box. Just click that little bold word more and it will all open up, and they're listed alphabetically. So there's some other craft stores or yarn places that are listed there too that I haven't listed any sales because I'm not aware of any sales going on there. But that's what I know of for this week. So I hope you all have a wonderful Resurrection Day while you're watching this on Saturday. So tomorrow, I hope you have a nice Resurrection Day. I've got a big meal planned today. While you're watching this, we're eating back there in the kitchen. I've got the table all set up and the food ready to go. So yeah, I will see you again on Wednesday. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, everybody.